a little bit of a stack meta. Like, there are definitely more teams that are taking advantage of heavy stacks. Like we saw Tundra, and that game is always the one that's coming to mind to me throughout these first couple of days, with 35 stacks within their game. And you're talking about how, you had one player getting 15 stacks in a game. It's giving that extra gold on a map that already has so much gold to be had, right?
Yeah, you need to have someone to clear those stacks with, because you're creating gold out of nothing, experience. So very, I would say this meta, very oriented around the stacks in general. Sometimes if you feel like there's always something to do. And we can see EG trying to smoke, count to 5, go through the gates. And let's see who they can find. Very good move. I like this a lot. Smoke is gonna expire in a couple of seconds. Not sure if they're gonna find anyone.
And Mickey and Sanya up towards the top lane, but not seeing anybody just yet. We've seen this move a couple of times. I think we saw it by LGD. They made a smoke and all went through the twin gate. They tried to invade and find somebody. I think they ultimately ended up getting first blood, but it was from an already stable position that was up near this bounty rune. And they're starting to shift back on Liquid, and Sanya might find himself in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't exactly march the steps of the high ground. There's still
seems like it's being pinged out. Yeah, Nisha, I believe he scouted one of the heroes, so he immediately pinged it out.
Now he definitely
gonna drop down Observer Ward, and look at this deforestation in the top lane. AA starting with the Quelling Blade. Know that he's playing against Treant Protector, so he's gonna remove most of the trees. And Mickey, he's very dead here.
Yeah, blood grenades there. They've got the Battle Hunger on him. They're even gonna add a +1 to Matthew, who's gonna come over just in case. It's first blood going the way of Evil Geniuses as Whisper grabs him.
Whisper's like, sorry, but not sorry. I also want to get to my Ring of Health as soon as possible. He did not want to take it, but they also lost the vision. Templar Assassin, Phantom Assassin could not attack, but yeah, he's going to use that gold wisely. You get to your Vanguard early on in this lane, Terrorblade, he really can't touch you.
So really looking for that Vanguard just to maintain in this lane. And of course, the TB going to that early level under the Metamorphosis, try to secure that early farm, maybe put some damage out there and see what he can do once he does get that meta the second time. That's usually when you will see something maybe killer, but against a tanky Treant and potentially a Ring of Health Axe on that second Metamorphosis that's going to come, I don't know if they really have the damage potential coming into the later minutes.
Yeah, usually we see him starting with Reflection and then playing the lane, but he wanted to secure some of the earlier CS, and Matthew gonna pull the creep wave back between tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Also, a lot of the times you'll see Treant Protector starting with Orb of Venom, but you're playing against Reflection, so you don't want to get slowed. So starting instead with the Magic Stick. Problem is, there are not many trees to work with in this top lane, because again, Insania started with the Quelling Blade.
Very standard AA item pickup right there.
Oh yeah. Before, it would mean, you're griefing, you're turning into carry, but against Nature's Prophet, against Treant Protector, you need to have it on the supports. Matthew, thinking about maybe...
Bottom lane Onslaught coming through as well as the Bramble Maze. Not going to catch anybody, but into the Shadow Realm and throwing that shot over to Pakaz. And it looked like they might get Boxy Hughes down to about 200, 175 health, but a good Onslaught coming through from Zai, pushing them away and keeping them alive. In matchup so far, 10-2 for C Smile. Nisha's only got a couple, but Zai bottom and Pakaz, Onslaught in, looking for the right click to get the kill, but he'll die first. They do end up getting the Phantom Assassin, but they lose that Primal Beast to Pakaz before he gets that kill.
At least Pakaz got that last hit. If he didn't get it, that would be very bad for EG, but overall, not a bad trade, because we're already low on HP, and you have a massive, this is double wave we're talking about, and he's keeping it close to the tower. As Phantom Assassin, you should be able to farm those. Oh, look at this slow in the top lane.
Going for it, looking for Insania, trying to get this Ancient Apparition, gets back towards the tower. Now the eyes are on Matthew, as they need one more shot to get that kill. Mickey gets it, and they'll have a Battle Hunger on him. They're down kind of low on the side of Liquid. They can't kill Whisper, but getting a kill there is everything that they kind of want at the moment in a lane that's kind of tough to find some kills. As Nisha rolls in onto C Smile, and C Smile needs to be very careful about his positioning.
Mid is pretty even as expected. This is Pango against Earth Spirit, so both heroes are going to do well. Especially in this patch, I think Like, you need to know how to play these two heroes. Kick underneath the tower, C-Smile will swashbuckle away.
Yeah, Nisha trying to put some pressure on a C-Smile and throw him under that tower. Seen that attempt a couple of times. The cooldowns aren't exactly that high. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with anymore for it, but we'll see how both heroes adjust as they're sitting level 4. Bottom lane seems to be a pretty back and forth aggressive lane where there is that stun. Of course, there's the onslaught to get on top, maybe a Bramble Maze. If they get that extra lockdown on Liquid, they could get themselves a kill. Whisper can kind of be by himself at this point, too. He's already got that Ring of Health. And they do leave him over alone. And Nisha, in Nature's Grasp, Matthew's over mid, making this Earth Spirit's life a little bit uncomfortable.
They might try to go for Whisper in the top lane before he gets Vanguard. I believe they do have enough damage. Might need a Blood Grenade for some extra slow. Reflection, Metamorphosis, level 2. It's ton of damage, so Whisper, he wants to stay slightly less greedy right now. Pick up that Vanguard, because he's getting very close to it, just 100 gold away.
Already has that courier over at the secret shop. Pick up that vitality booster, and then Vanguard should be good to survive in this lane. Well, kills early on, things quieting down as everybody's getting their first few levels under their belt. See, maybe Mickey making a move where he's got this Metamorphosis. Nobody coming through the Twin Gates just yet. We've seen a couple of teams utilize that, but Cold Feet, Whisper, slowed up, gets out of the range, so he's not going to freeze over. Meanwhile, C-Smile over mid. He's out of mana, and he's only got 200 life to live with, so he's got to walk all the way back to base as he's got an empty bottle, and this leaves the lane open for Nisha.
This will push Nisha closer to level 6, even though Earth Spirit's not the hero that needs level 6 by any means, but he's also a hero that once you get that level 6, you can easily make a rotation, especially with the 6-minute rune.
Cold Feet's on to Matthew, but not before he dies. Is that going to have him freeze over? The Nature's Grasp is down. They've got some spins coming out from Whisper. With the Metamorphosis, he'll get the kill on Matthew. It ends up being a trade, and again, Whisper is kind of the one who can stand his ground, help out with some damage from that counter helix, and okay, sitting low, but he's A-okay for now.
As Terrorblade, you should be pretty happy with these trades because Ancient Apparition can come back to lane, bring you some extra region for you. You got the solo XP, you got the last hit gold. I want to see this 6-minute rune rotation. Boxy, he's already in the river. It's going to be for Nisha. Regeneration, that's a big one. C-Smile's not going to find anything, but might find Insania. No rune, however.
And Insania's kind of in this really good spot for C-Smile because he can bounce off those steps and try to get the kill. But now the kick from Insania.
Still going to get the kill.
So with the Swashbuckle gets the kill, the Bramble Maze is down. C-Smile in some trouble, but he does have the help of Matthew. The living armor, he's able to really just take a beat down and not really lose a lot of life.
This leaves both offlaners with Vanguard. Not your traditional item on Primal Beast, but I think in this situation, you want to tank up as much as possible. We already talked about like limited damage that they have. Unless they rotate Pango or Axe early on, I don't think Primal Beast is dying.
So 4-3, and I was taking a look. There will be another stack. Ooh, trample on top of Hakas, but not really doing anything. Just trying to clean up some of these creeps, and this is a triple stack on the Ancients. That a stamp in the big camp over in the triangle for the side of EG. I'm just, you know, we were talking stacks beforehand, and there's no stacks made for Liquid in their own triangle.
Yeah, we talked about the importance of the stacks. One of the reasons why Panda moved to the top lane, because Vengeful Spirit can stack multiple camps. There's 5 against 0. Dread Protector can, like, he's super slow. He can stack 1, maybe 2, but you need to use mana, and it's not like you have some extra mana to spare. It's 19 mana from Nature's Grasp. We talked about this.
And going through the Twin Gate, gets the Sunder off. Whisper comes over. 4 heroes here for the side of Evil Geniuses. They have the control, but is it going to be enough? He's low on Mickey. There's the Culling Blade. They'll chop him in half, get the Terror Blade out of the fight to start. But Bakaz isn't working with a lot of health here. He does have a living armor. Throws a Stifling Dagger over onto the Dark Willow, who goes into the Shadow Realm. So throws a shot over on a Panda. The call on the edge lands on a Boxy. Has a chance at another Culling Blade and will cut Boxy in half as well. So a good fight for Evil Geniuses as they look even further for Nisha, who's going to try and get through the Twin Gate. As it's a long jump over, and Paul was on cooldown for another 2 seconds once he got through.
Yeah, some good early rotations from EG. Not just like supports coming through the gates, but also Pakaz showing up as level 5 Phantom Assassin. Like we've seen that from LGD quite a lot. Shiro being super active, going through the gates, especially when he's playing Luna, and Panda will go through the gates, get the D ward.
Yeah, but they look for the roll. They've got Panda.
It's the roll, but should still be a kill.
Yeah. Nisha getting that kill, and he's not sitting too high with CS, but net worth-wise, he's middle of the pack. He's ahead of the Pangolier for now.
Dire structures are fortified.
Trying to get anything he can. And look at how deep Evil Geniuses are.
While they were killing Terrorblade, they placed down this deep observer ward. Might get devorded later on, but they might find Terrorblade again. Mickey, he's in trouble. They know he has no thunder.
Yeah, they've got the call.
It's another dunk.
This is a problem for Mickey. This is not just one death, but it's going to be a second one here.
Never mind.
Oh.
I think it's fine if Pakaz, just grabs the kill there. Because when you're playing with Axe, most of the time you will not get any of the kills. He wants to take all of them, and you can't really blame Axe players.
It's good kills for Pakaz, right? But is it a worry that he's getting too involved right now? Or would you rather him be sitting back and farming more, as Rolling Thunder was used over in the river? They've got a magic missile. They'll bounce up Nisha again, and with the swashbuckle, they're going to get another kill. C-Smile looking perfect with that Rolling Thunder, but now can he survive? With the retaliation coming out from Team Liquid, they get the kill to C-Smile. They look over at Panda. They've got the trample. Some metamorphosis shots coming in from Mickey. And running away. Bramble Maze down. Doesn't wrap around anybody. Liquid only come out with a Pango kill. But at least
that Pango kill is pretty big. I mean, he had double damage. So one of the reasons why they got the kill on Anisha, had that swashbuckle. It took them down to like 70% HP. Zai will pick up the bottle from Nisha, use Haste Rune, and they're immediately gonna smoke. Whisper is super farm, just 300 gold away from his Blink Dagger, has Tumbler's Toy. Not just
it might kill him there, though.
Vanguard, it's also Phase Boots. A lot of the times you will not see it, but making a move using that haste.
Yeah, Bramble Maze, that holds him down. He's got a call, but it's only extending the inevitable death of his. It's a 4 times killing streak going the way of Zai, giving him a good chunk of gold on this Primal Beast. He's second in the net worth now. He's going Vanguard, Phase Boots, Blade Man.
You can disassemble Vanguard, get into Heart later on. Just become extremely tanky. In terms of like damage that they have on the ground, it's not the best. We already talked about Vengeful Spirit, Train Protector not dealing the most damage early on. Both of these supports are very defensive based early on with the swap, with the Overgrowth, Living Armor, but there's going to be always this threat against Phantom Assassin. It's Blade Mail, and they might pick up 2 of them. For now, Nisha is going for full Spirit Vessel to reduce some of the healing, have extra damage. We've seen Nisha use Magnetize and completely whiff it, but we'll need another one. Like, that's going to be a ton of damage. Has those Urn of Shadow charges. Spirit Vessel is being delivered as we speak.
Is that going to be an item where they make a move right after he picks it up, smoke up, and go? Try to get something?
I could see it happening. I just want to see if they have, but they don't have any smokes at the moment, not on the heroes, so might just need to farm up a little bit more. Pakaz also having a decent time on Phantom Assassin. Didn't invest his gold to upgrade into Orb of Corrosion. Instead, he's just farming with the casual Blightstone, and Whisper farming some gigantic stacks here in the outer ring.
And this should be pretty good timing on this Battle Fury, as he only sits about 700 gold away from it. And the map's been pretty open for him. He's been involved in 5 of the 8 kills that EG have. He got the credit for the kill on Mickey.
He mentioned that Pakaz is very active, and we saw him rotating as a level 5 Phantom Assassin, getting early involved, which gave him some, good chunk of gold. They did manage to kill the tower in the top lane.
Zai. Soul Ring's next for him. A little bit of mana sustain for this Primal Beast. He's been doing all right. He only has 1 death, 1 kill, but now he's come over. He's got that Blade Mail. He has a stack to take. Boost up his net worth going forward. He's sitting top of the net worth for the side of Liquid, and with the game slowing down for the last few minutes or so, it's also giving Mickey an opportunity to kind of farm up too.
Yeah, I could see EG getting a smoke and maybe smoking into enemy, like Tormentor area, try to snatch the XP rune, because Pango just finished off the Defusal. This is the big timing for Pango, a lot of minus armor, and of course he found himself a Lance of Pursuit. You turn it back on Pango, this is like, Ricky is like, this is like, you know, upgraded Ricky. One swashbuckle from behind, extra slow from Orb of Corrosion, a lucky shot, the minus armor. These swashbuckles are gonna hurt. They need to take him down instantly.
So is Ricky at home better than Ricky in life?
Yeah, Ricky at home. This Pango might do the trick.
Liquid. It breaks. They go to the Rolling Thunder immediately from C-Smile. Bramble Maze down. Overgrowth is going to be used here by Matthew. They're bumping up Boxy into the air back and forth as he's on the edge of those steps. Magnetized placed onto Matthew as well as C-Smile. The Swashbuckle to get and try and get the kill on a Boxy. They've also got the Battle Hunger and the Wave of Terror that gets it. They get Boxy, but they look over. Pulverize. Ice Blast coming in with the Spirit Vessel. Down goes C-Smile. And two heroes are dead on the side of Evil Geniuses. As the smoke was broken, it looked like a good retaliation from EG, but Liquid come out ahead.
Axe was not in that fight. I'm not sure where Axe Gold went, because he was like very close to his Blink Dagger a couple of minutes ago.
Are fortified.
He's got this Vanguard.
He died once, but
yeah.
This was supposed to be like the big timing. They only smoked with two heroes, Drain Protector and Pango, and Liquid was so ready. Liquid with some moist moves, ready to counter smoke into the enemy jungle, finding the right targets. Finally, they have Blink Dagger on Axe. 15 minutes into the game, a bit. I mean, he did purchase a Blade Mail. Sometimes you'll see just like immediately into Blink Dagger if they lack initiation, but seems like he prioritized some more farming and also clearing the ancient creeps. It's not like you don't have counter Helix to deal with it, but
Nisha?
Uh-oh, Nisha scouting things out. Rest of the team a bit far away.
Not jumped yet, but everybody's here for EG. Blink Call trying to roll. That's an easy one for EG. Whisper actually missing the Culling Blade, so that's going to be on cooldown for 100, but they get this kill. Nisha just on the opposite side of the map, away from the rest of his squad. Whisper as well as Panda nearby on Insania and Zai. They might look to make another move as Whisper blinks into the lane, and now they've got the Onslaught, the Trample, the Ice Blast. The swap was only on a Zai. It doesn't save Whisper's life, and now the Pulverize, that means 2 die. C-Smile trying to get something out of this with the Rolling Thunder. They've got the Nature's Grass down. Overgrowth committed to lock down Zai and make sure that C-Smile can stay on top of him, but the Onslaught bounces them up into the air, and now he's able to run away.
No way he's getting out of this one.
Swashbuckle in a second, but the distance isn't there, and it's off the mark. He just TP's out.
Oh man, Zai, what a player. Like all of these items that he invested into, having this Blade Mail, having Vanguard, Magic Wand, Ogre Axe, upgrading this Ring of Protection into Soul Ring like 13 minutes into the game. He becomes super tanky, gets Onslaught on like sliver of the HP and manages to survive. Zai is carrying this game really hard for Liquid.
Still looking to fight bottom. Terrorize. That lands. The fear is there, but the Battle Hunger ticking him out. So Insania not able to be saved, and they're still coming over, but a TP away from the Dark Willow, and the rest of Liquid have evacuated the area. Zai going into the BKB. We talked about how important this item is for a Primal Beast, and he now sits tied atop of the net worth with his own Terror Blade, so his item timings have been quite good. Ooh, roll blocked with the blink coming in from Whisper. He's not able to get out of this one, and now they've got the Magic Missile, the Nature's Grasp, the control, but he'll roll away from this side of EG. Maybe even look to reinitiate. He drops down, gets the roll. They've got the Onslaught. Now they're going onto the Venge. Panda low, Magic Missile. Shield crash through. Matthew's low as well. He'll be the first one to fall on the side of Evil Geniuses. They're still chasing Panda, trying to find him with a Magnetize on him. Nisha, Shield Rune's only got a sliver left. Only 8 available on it. Tumbler's Toy. Panda away from Nisha. Can he TP out? The roll not connecting yet, but finally gets the vision to put the Spirit Vessel on him. He puts himself into the corner, and Nisha eventually, the swap, will get the kill.
Reduce some of that damage taken, but the ward that Panda placed, I believe, is going to get devorded because Nisha caught a glimpse of it, and yeah, he's going to go in there and devord that one, get some extra gold for Boxy, experience for himself. Team Liquid, they have two of the best initiators in the game that don't require Blink Daggers, who are super tanky. You have Primal Beast, you have Earth Spirit, who can easily roll in, onslaught in, find the right targets, and they have this thing to reduce your healing, not just with the Spirit Vessel, but of course Ancient Apparition. If they lock onto a target, Ice Blast, like there needs to be immediate swap from EG to try to save the hero that's being focused by Liquid.
Yeah, the swap that happened top was onto the Primal Beast. Maybe they would have been able to save Whisper, yeah. If they had gotten him with that swap. Now he's got that Blink Dagger. He's also looking for a BKB on the Axe. Only a 2,000 net worth lead here for Liquid. Evil Geniuses, I think some would say with the first phase of the group stage performance that EG had, this should have looked more one-sided, but they are really holding their own. You have that sigh of relief getting through that tiebreaker, and now you can kind of reset, right? Like, you have a chance to be in the upper bracket.
Granting that second life. But they could be potentially in the upper bracket, as you said, so a lot at stake here. They also have Phantom Assassin, one of the strongest late-game carries in the game, and it's only 2k gold lead for Liquid at the moment. Mickey has been like very silent going into Manta style to amplify some of his farm, and you know that these e-gamers, they love to build Manta style against Treant Protector every single time they play against it. They don't want to purchase into early BKB. This is my problem with like Treant Protector position 4, where you can't really do as many things. If you're like snowballing the game, the hero is going to shine because you can get to those items. For now, you have Arcane Boots and you have your Shard. It's relatively annoying to deal with him because he can like break your smokes. You need to carry dust, put a lot of sentries down. But in terms of scaling, like getting to your second, third item can be very difficult. One of the reasons why Matthew has Hand of Midas queued up. He thinks, you know, that this game might last long enough for him to get the value going from that Hand of Midas, but it's very, very far away.
Yeah, he's not.
You would be happy about this. You would be like, yeah, he's halfway there, 200 gold.
I knew you were gonna say that. I sensed by the way you said he's only got 200 gold.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I just say he's close to this Midas to see what the reaction is. But
close to Gloves of Haste.
Yeah, he's almost got the Gloves of Haste. And maybe he could get that Blink Dagger. By the way, as you were talking about all that, Kaz got his BKB. We'll see how they react with that. Swashbuckle Magnetize. That comes in with the 3-man silence. Now they're going to onslaught. They've got the swap, but it's on to Matthew, but the Spirit Vessel on him. Magnetize will take them out, and now they've got the kill on the 3 with Panda falling. That BKB proving useful for Zai, and they clean up 1, 2, 3 heroes on EG and should be able to take a tier 2 tower.
Water roll in from Nisha, Magnetize onto 3, I believe. AA Blast connected onto 2 of them, plus Spirit Vessel, and also amplifying all of that damage. Ancient Apparitions, Ice Vortex, it's maxed out. That's extra 25% damage increase. Plus also an item that usually we don't see. Boxes with Veil of Discord is going to amplify some of that damage. Boxes is not playing for himself. You're not going for Hand of Midas and then trying to get Aghanim Scepter maybe later on. But for now, he understands that most of that damage is going to be magic. And look how fast they melt.
3-man Geomagnetic Grip with the Magnetize. I mean, that is perfect play from Nisha. The silences made it impossible for them to leave the fight. And the swap really didn't do anything either. Liquid finding a stride and really flowing into a lead here as they've got themselves a 6k advantage. Tormentor picked up for the side of EG. They do get that shard for Pangolier. C-Smile's got that roll up now. And he's looking to get himself a Linken's, try and survive and not get himself pulverized into the ground, Yamcha style.
You need some kind of a defense against that. Also, you're playing into Terrorblade, Sunder. EG has been like relatively quiet. They're still farming. Phantom Assassin is level 17. Finished off BKB, about to finish off Dessa. Holding Orb of Destruction, so that's going to be a ton of minus armor coming up from Phantom Assassin. Liquid going for their own Tormentor. Boxy dropping low, but he's fine. And because he dropped his HP dropped the lowest, he's going to receive the shard. I wish it worked that way.
That's the secret, though. If you
That's
lose
the secret sauce, yeah.
If you lose the most HP going for Tormentor, your chances of getting that shard just, they escalate. So now he's got that upgrade of the Cursed Crown. Bramble's making things very difficult, and it'll force these heroes into having perfect positioning, truthfully.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's gonna be so much stuff on the ground from Liquid, like random Ice Vortex, Bramble Maze now with the Cursed Crown upgrade, the Magnetize, Reflection, Primal Beast running in. It's gonna be a very difficult game for EG to, like, they need to be the one starting the fight. Otherwise, I feel like if they get initiated on, damage has already been done and they will need to fall back.
Roll.
Observer Ward, Nisha, he's in, has Blade Mail, has another Shield Rune, so he's really not afraid to jump in.
How many times has he had Shield Rune already?
I don't know. After 3, I stopped counting.
Extra 1,277 effective HP. That is a lot. Putting him over like 3,800 effective HP. Which for an Earth Spirit 24 minutes into the game makes you feel pretty invincible, as he's also almost got this heart. So, shows up on your screen for a second. The Primal Beast pick win rate, but they go in with the Pulverize and the quick damage with a Bedlam on top of this Zai Primal Beast. Doesn't even need to use the BKB, as they kill off C Smile with ease. They'll go right into Roche off that.
And this should secure them Roche. Primal Beast having this level 15 talent, having the spell mechanic off his own, if necessary, against a lot of this stuff, like we were talking about Wave of Terror, Trin Protector ulti. What are you laughing about?
The onslaught into the Roche pit, knocking Mickey out of it. You see, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, Zai wants the Aegis for himself. He's the real carry for the first 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Fallen to the dire.
So immediately moving towards top. You see that Matthew is pushing in the creep wave.
Bound regeneration.
Go to plus win probability is quite up there for Liquid, and they are going to find Matthew at the end of the day. Okay, gets a kill there, and Liquid with another one under their belt. Look bottom, Ice Blast coming in, and this is going to be another at top, bottom.
Your spirit.
You know that things are not going well for you if you're losing heroes in the bottom, in the top lane. They're also holding the Aegis. Seems like Team Liquid might be ready to go
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
and take out these last tier 2 towers. Not sure if they want to like commit to a high ground. There's nothing in the bottom, but if they find another opening, they might go for it. Now look at this magical damage coming out. It's mostly magical. Everything except Terrorblade. And we still haven't seen Mickey hit heroes because he's been jungling for the good like 15 minutes pretty much. And something that we did mention, like Terrorblade, he is also not afraid to get Scotty, become super tanky. He's sitting at 34 armor at the moment. And another hero that kind of likes to buy MKB. Another combo.
Yeah, look at C Smile forced to roll out. He does survive. I mean, that's something. Now they're going to go to the swamp. They've got themselves the call. Zai's caught. Terrorize comes in, but it's not going to be enough to save the Primal Beast. Battle Hunger onto Earth Spirit, but Nisha makes the roll up onto the high ground and escapes the grasp of EG, who, you know, kind of use a lot just to get that kill. Those BKBs going to be on cooldown now if Liquid maybe attempt with the next Metamorphosis to take a fight soon after. But without Zai at the moment, they'll probably stay at their distance.
EG probably happy with the kills that they got, even though they traded 2 9-second BKBs. They still managed to get a kill, and also Pakaz getting last hit, getting closer to that level 20 talent, as he has a ton of damage coming out. Also finding a tier 3 token. Let's see what he's gonna get from it. Elven Tunic is afraid of Terrorblade, his right clicks before he gets MKB.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That BKB now has that Basher. Deso, only 2 charges on it. It was a later Deso after he went Battle Fury BKB into the Desolator.
Yeah, it wasn't Deso now, it was Deso later. That's why.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're still gonna go and try to take this tier 1 tower top. A couple of minutes left on that Aegis.
What for now?
Bramble Maze. Not gonna
They're
connect.
still going. They want Panda. They'll get themselves the Pulverize and the kill. Mickey with another. And do they look even further? They do. See Smile actually taking a lot of damage. The roll from Nisha all the way in. Stifling
Wait,
dagger. Can he get that kill, though? Uh-oh. They'll take out C Smile. Down goes Matthew. Pakaz not doing enough damage. He doesn't have enough health either, or help.
Nisha?
Blink in, call on
He's
Nisha.
into tier 4s, but this heart regeneration, Dragon Scale, keeping him alive, they're super tanky. And something that we did mention is Pangler, he's never gonna feel too comfortable rolling onto the top of Terrorblade. If he used meta, like, he can just shred him. So needs to be careful. This is not also Pangler that does have Lincoln Sphere, Aghanim Scepter. It's a Blink Dagger for now, a Dandelion Amulet, so a little bit of a magic resistance, but still physical damage coming out from Terrorblade is insane. He's having his MKB finish, going into BKB next, but they're still going to respect this high ground defense from EG.
Because Divine Rapier queued up. So.
It's a bit of an early one.
Let's see if he can make something happen with it. Ooh,
got the blade mail off again.
Now, Ice Blast coming in. BKB's going to wear out in just a moment from Whisper, but they've got the bash. They'll have the right clicks. Matthew is the one who gets that kill. He'll pick up a good 699.
Some good initiations from Whisper, finding Nisha 2 times in a row, blocking his roll as well. Going into Refresher next on Axe. They feel like they lack this control, so with Refresher you will have 2 BKB charges, 2 calls available where they can actually burst people down. It's all it takes, Phantom Assassin, someone to hold them in place. I want to see if Pakaz actually wants to commit to this Divine Rapier. It's a bit of the riskier side. This is like 30 minutes we're talking about.
Right. I would say maybe you want one more item before that, something that makes you more survivable in a fight like this, but he's been trying to pick off and get in and out of these fights.
This is also pre-Shard, pre-Aghanim Scepter, even though like Aghanim Scepter got nerfed relatively heavy in the previous patch. We'll see if Pakaz wants to commit to it. Might buy Relic after selling Raid Band and then like have potential Nullifier if he doesn't want it.
Horn of the Realm.
What's the is it just a straightforward, like you want Whisper and have Pakaz to get the damage out as the game plan for EG? Like, what's a more detailed look for them? As you know, they are starting to get down by quite a bit. It's 9,000 now, but with one more fight, it could be quite a formidable deficit on them. Oh, overgrowth from Matthew holding them in place.
And
now they're starting to come over. They've got the call, they have the Ice Blast, but it's not enough of a deterrent. Pakaz has the kill. Ghost Scepter used by Insania. You know, I asked for the details, but EG would rather show me because Insania's dead. 2 heroes gone. They have buyback available on the Ancient Apparition. They go to the Magnetize as well as the Geomagnetic Grip. They're looking for the roll on a Whisper. That's a kick. That's a kill onto Whisper. Down goes the Axe. They've got control of the Phantom Assassin with the BKB trying to TP out. Terrorize Throne, but it's not going to matter with the close. BKB lasting a second long enough.
Panda? Do they have any reveal? Insania? Nothing around him, but
no.
Sai's gonna find him.
Ambitious.
Insania used buyback in that one. Very, very greedy Manta from Terrorblade. All the heroes were missing. He pops the Manta style to farm, and they catch him. The power of Treant Protector being invis holding the gem, and then he couldn't get out of Overgrowth. Still no BKB on him.
They see him.
That's gem. This is massive. So they're gonna be able to D-ward and also see this annoying Treant Protector who just set things up to kill Terrorblade.
And that's going to mean that they need to find a pick-off in a much harder way than just having Matthew in deep to get that gem back. Insania's going to be holding it, but we'll see if he continues to hold that. Otherwise, maybe they get a pick-off on the Ancient Apparition to get that gem back in their hands.
And Pakaz, after seeing Yule Scepter, Ghost Scepter, Glimmer Capes, Aeon Disc, also on Dark Willow, he's gonna change his mind and go for Nullifier. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. Because if you commit to Divine Rapier, this is also a nice play. Like, he still got stunned by Onslaught, but Boxy also very quick to find him with the Yule Scepter. Matthew with the smile.
Almost. So they're gonna put pressure on over bottom. Boxy, he's got Yules, like you said, has the Aeon Disc to survive. With the Nullifier now in the hands of the Phantom Assassin, maybe they can take that away and clean up the Dark Will, who's got that Veil as well, but landing a good terrorize and or having the Bedlam on top of Zai really does add to the fight for them. So taking Dark Willow out might be a bit of a priority going forward. We'll see how they fight. We'll see how they hold, because it's also not that easy, like you said, for Matthew, because of the fact that they've got the gem in the hands of Liquid. And that's being held by Boxy at the moment. Which we'll see how much that works, because it's not like Dark Willow is deep into the fights, right? Like, he's usually sitting on the back.
Yeah, you want to keep the distance. Zai might be the one holding it, but seems like he's prioritizing having Soul Ring as his mana tool, because Primal Beast, he does consume a lot of mana, especially when there's nothing happening. You want to be farming those camps as fast as possible and then getting out of trouble.
So after that fight, things quieting down a little bit for Liquid, but they are also setting up for the next Rosh. They're not trying to lose anybody before this Roshan respawns, and Mickey out for a second, but back in, sees that Rosh is available, and this should favor Liquid, but they're not taking it immediately, just at maybe looking to see if EG come their way.
I don't think EG is going to defend this one, because all three lanes are pushed in. Terrorblade causing a lot of problems. They don't have that one hero who deals well with TB illusion. Sometimes you'll see like supports picking up some Dagon, but they're really not close. Matthew again.
Spotted, yeah.
Well, he already lost his gems, so can't lose it twice.
That's true. Now they kind of know where the side of Liquid is, but like you said, they're not going to be defending this one. They're trying to get their next items or so, and Pangolier trying to get into the Octarine core. You know, he's 500 gold away from that. Because I believe finished he has the Abyssal Blade, so he's gonna have that extra little touch of lockdown, and he's got a double damage now bottled up. So that could be a different
taking fight with that
Panda in a rough spot. Yules from the Dark Willow. They have the Bedlam, a Shadow Realm Strike from Boxy to get the kill on a Panda, so now both supports are dead on EG. Right off that Rosh.
Having a hard time pushing the high ground. Like one swap, one call from Axe could cause a lot of issues. And also you can't deal chip damage to the towers because of living armor.
It does not make it easy to just put a little bit of chip damage on. But this top tier 3 not being healed at the moment. Down to 1,000 health. If maybe he's working on mid. Okay. Matthew out far. He's going Axe, so...
No, he's going Midas. Midas is being delivered on Courier. 35-minute recovery Midas.
So he ended up getting the blink before the Midas, too. When he had that queued up originally, I thought maybe he'd go Midas first, but ends up going into the blink dagger, then the Midas, which now at 35 minutes, if they can hold, might pay itself off, but we'll see. So
they
that's a
already
long
used the
ways
glyph.
out.
Terrorblade meta still up and running for another good 30 seconds. EG gonna smoke, double damage. Popped by Pakaz, level 23 Phantom Assassin with Nullifier, full Abyssal Blade, and now has Divine Rapier through that.
There's the swap, stifling dagger. They're gonna look at trying to get the kill here out of the Terrorblade. They've got the Ice Blast coming in. That's gonna land on the 3 of these heroes. They've got Mickey low, but can they get the kill? They'll take out his first wipe. Pakaz, Whisper, and Panda all gone. Pakaz bought out. He does not have buyback. They got the kill on the Terrorblade, but this is terrible as they'll lose Smile.
This might be the game. Insania with some like good plays, landing Ice Blast, I believe, on pretty much all of them, and also Zai jumping in, Pulverize, grabbing the target, and this might be the game. 65 seconds with no Phantom Assassin. You're gonna be playing against Mega Creeps, or if they're gonna fish, see if Pakaz does have buyback. Uh-oh, this is very dangerous territory for EG. They're going for the throne.
Can you potentially make a move here, trying to throw these magic missiles out with the shard to stun up a couple, but they're still going for the tier 4s. You have Matthew to try and give it living armor to hold on longer, but that's not working out right now. And Whisper, he's gonna start farming, maybe thinking that they can hold. He left the base. He's out of there. Now they've got the swap. Oh. Fountain's not going to do enough. They've got the roll, they've got the glyph, but they still call GG. And that will be game 1 going the way of Team Liquid over Evil Geniuses.
Oof. Team Liquid getting the jump and getting the kill on Phantom Assassin, who invested everything. This was the best shot that EG had.